Welcome back to Power Stroke Maintenance. In this video, I'm actually at the house of PTT with A-Rod in his illustrious shop. But we were working on some things, and two of them were things that I didn't think I'd be replacing at 135,000 miles. So I wanted to share them with you guys in case you're having these issues. A-Rod will be having a video on his channel about one of the fixes, which was a really wonky thing to have fixed, but I'm going to share kind of two of the issues I was having and how I went about fixing them, or I should say A-Rod went about fixing them. So the first thing that I didn't think I was going to be replacing at 130K was the horn. And so it turns out you actually have two horns that work together at different pitches on the front of the vehicle, and one of mine had just completely gone out. And so only one was making noise, and I drive a lot and I use my horn a lot, so it was kind of a safety issue. But like, it's just crazy to me that on a truck like this, the horn is the thing that goes out when you get over 100K. So that's the first thing, and A-Rod replaced it, and now it works great, and thankfully my truck doesn't sound like crap anymore. The second thing that A-Rod did, and he will have a video of this on his channel, so be sure you subscribe to Power Stroke Tech Talk with A-Rod to see this, is the lower steering shaft U-joint. So it's not a super expensive part. I think it was 130 bucks, but it's just a really weird thing to go. You know, we always talk about the steering on these trucks, the tie rod ends, the drag link, the track bar being the big issues for these Alumiduties and even the steel body trucks. But I'm here replacing a steering shaft, and we pulled the old one off. The lower U-joint that's down near the steering gears was literally just all gunked up. It was like grinding, like the joint was totally messed up. So anyway, we replaced that, and I'm gonna go test it out and see how it ends up working. Having replaced the intermediate steering shaft, again, I found this diag on a couple forums, and then also a channel called 4Low where he replaced his lower steering shaft. So I'm gonna road test this. I have to drive all the way back to St. Louis from Michigan, so I'm gonna get plenty of time in the truck to verify this fix works, and I'll be in contact with A-Rod, and through the magic of editing, I'll be able to let you know what happens in a week after I've been road testing this, and we'll figure out whether or not this lower shaft fixed. But again, having a horn and a lower steering shaft wear out at 135 is just something I would not have expected. So if you're getting weird symptoms like I had, have these parts checked, come see A-Rod, have him take a look, have him get you sorted, and keep your truck dialed so you can get that thing up to 500K or more. So I made it back to St. Louis, and it hasn't really been a week, it's been a few days, but I wanted to call A-Rod and let him know that the lower steering shaft replacement completely solved my issue. The truck drives like it's brand new. The steering is really tight feeling. There's no more rattling or popping coming from the steering column. So I'm really stoked with the outcome, and I would say if you're having these symptoms, definitely replace that lower shaft, because that lower U-joint in the shaft is the issue. But we're gonna give A-Rod a call and let him know and just debrief this.
Yo, what up, Harry?
Hey, how's it going, A-Rod?
It's going, dude. Did you make it back home?
I did, yeah.
And the verdict is?
The verdict is like 200% better.
No kidding.
That was the fix, man. It's so wild because, I'd be driving over bumps before, and there was just, so disconcerting. It was like a rattle sometimes. You'd feel it in the pedals, and then the steering just felt like it felt cheap, you know what I mean? Like it didn't feel like the steering on a truck, and now it's like totally better. Like feels like a brand new truck. So it tightened everything up.
I would have never thought that would have caused your concerns.
Yeah, and it sounded like that was one of the first lower steering shafts you've ever had to replace.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to tell the audience in the comments of the short we made. How much did you say that was retail for your cost? 130 bucks?
130 bucks, so relatively low cost repair for one of these trucks, it seems like.
Not too bad.
No.
Hopefully, the video that we'll have coming out will show everybody that it's really not that hard to do. You do it
yeah,
right through the wheel well.
Yeah, right through the wheel well, and it's what, those 2 bolts, and then you had to do a little bit of finagling with those coolant lines just to sneak by, but
yep, that's right.
You could do it in under 2 hours if you're
easy.
Easy, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Sure.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you and your
No problem,
channel. I don't know what I would do. You know, I mean, I suppose I could have attempted the fix myself, but for all for all of you watching, make sure you go see A-Rod if you have, you know, problems like this. He's definitely the best out there to work on these trucks. I don't trust anyone else to touch my truck other than me and A-Rod. So, but yeah, thank you, man. You're a lifesaver, and I know with how much I'm driving now, just having and knowing that the truck is dialed, you know, just gives me so much peace of mind. So appreciate it.
No problem. And tell everybody, you know, don't forget to check the live stream on Wednesday that we do 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, where we go over problems that you may have with your Super Duty. So it's a good comment and
Yes.
pay attention session to find out little tidbits about your truck. So
right. Yeah.
Hey.
No, the live stream is super valuable. I've been on there a few times, and you know, you always learn something new. So definitely check that out. It's worth the time for sure.
Heck yeah, brother.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you again. Appreciate you, and we'll see you soon.
All right, man. Talk to you on the flip side.
All right. Sounds good.
See ya.
Bye.